Hello, I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and today we're going to talk about something that affects millions of adults after the age of 40, often without them even realizing it. We're going to talk about liver overload. Most people associate liver problems with alcohol, but in reality, the most common form of liver stress today is metabolic. It develops slowly, silently, and without obvious pain. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body. It processes nutrients, filters toxins, regulates blood sugar, produces bile for digestion, helps balance hormones, manages cholesterol, and supports your immune system. It works continuously, every single day. And after 40, it often carries a heavier burden than ever before. The challenge is that when the liver becomes overloaded, it rarely sends dramatic warning signs at first. Instead, it whispers. One of the first subtle signs is persistent fatigue. If you wake up tired even after a full night of sleep, if you feel drained in the afternoon, or if your energy levels are consistently low despite eating regularly, your liver may be under metabolic stress. The liver plays a central role in converting the food you eat into usable energy. When fat begins to accumulate inside liver cells, this process becomes less efficient. You may feel heavy, sluggish, mentally foggy, and less motivated. Many people assume this is simply aging, but often it reflects underlying metabolic strain. Another common but overlooked sign is stubborn belly fat. After 40, hormonal shifts naturally make fat storage around the abdomen more likely. However, when the liver becomes insulin resistant, it promotes additional fat storage in the midsection. Excess sugar, especially fructose from sweetened beverages and processed foods, is converted directly into fat in the liver. Over time, this can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver. You don't have to be visibly overweight to experience this. Many individuals with a normal body weight still develop liver fat due to metabolic imbalance. Increased sugar cravings can also signal liver overload. The liver stores glucose in the form of glycogen and releases it when your body needs energy. If this regulation becomes unstable, blood sugar fluctuations become more frequent. Spikes followed by crashes create intense cravings for sweets and refined carbohydrates. The more sugar you consume, the more fat accumulates in the liver, and the cycle continues. Digestive discomfort is another subtle indicator. The liver produces bile, which is essential for breaking down fats. If bile production or flow becomes sluggish, you may experience bloating, heaviness after meals, or mild nausea, particularly after eating fatty foods. Many people blame their stomach or intestines, but the liver may be playing a significant role. Brain fog is also connected. When detoxification processes slow down and low-grade inflammation increases, cognitive clarity can decline. You might notice difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, or irritability. These changes are often mild but persistent. Skin changes may appear as well. The liver helps clear waste products from the bloodstream. If elimination pathways are less efficient, the skin may reflect internal imbalance. Dull complexion, mild acne, itching, or small skin tags can sometimes correlate with insulin resistance and metabolic stress. Sensitivity to alcohol can increase after 40. If even small amounts leave you feeling worse than before, your liver may already be operating near its capacity. Natural enzyme activity declines with age, and combined with modern dietary patterns, tolerance decreases. So why does liver overload become more common after 40? Insulin sensitivity declines gradually with age. This means your body requires more insulin to manage the same amount of glucose. Higher insulin levels promote fat storage, including in the liver. Muscle mass also decreases if not actively maintained. Muscle acts as a storage reservoir for glucose. With less muscle available, excess glucose is more likely to be converted into fat. Chronic stress further complicates the picture. Elevated cortisol raises blood sugar, which increases insulin, which increases fat storage. Decades of processed food consumption, sedentary habits, and accumulated metabolic strain all contribute. Routine blood work sometimes reveals mildly elevated liver enzymes such as ALT or AST. These markers increase when liver cells are under stress. Slight elevation does not automatically indicate severe disease, but it is a signal that should not be ignored. Elevated triglycerides and increased waist circumference often accompany early fatty liver changes. The encouraging news is that early liver overload is often reversible. The liver has remarkable regenerative capacity. If you remove the stressor and support metabolic balance, recovery is possible. However, this does not require extreme detox programs. In fact, harsh cleanses and restrictive fasting can increase stress hormones and worsen metabolic instability. The liver does not need dramatic intervention. It needs stability. Eliminating sugary beverages is one of the most powerful first steps. Liquid sugar delivers fructose directly to the liver and accelerates fat accumulation. Replacing soda and sweetened drinks with water or unsweetened tea significantly reduces metabolic burden. Prioritizing protein at each meal helps stabilize blood sugar and supports muscle preservation. Increasing fiber intake through vegetables and whole foods slows glucose absorption and supports healthy digestion. Daily movement, even a simple brisk walk after meals, improves insulin sensitivity immediately. Strength training 2 or 3 times per week increases muscle mass, which improves glucose handling and reduces liver fat over time. Consistent sleep of 7 to 8 hours supports hormonal balance and metabolic regulation. Managing stress intentionally lowers cortisol and reduces ongoing strain. If liver overload is ignored for years, fat accumulation can progress to inflammation. Chronic inflammation damages liver cells. Over time, the body forms scar tissue in an attempt to repair the damage. This process, known as fibrosis, reduces liver flexibility and efficiency. Advanced scarring can eventually lead to serious complications. The progression is typically slow and silent, which is why early awareness is so important. The liver also plays a crucial role in hormone metabolism. It helps break down and eliminate excess estrogen and supports overall hormonal balance. In women, hormonal transitions during midlife can increase metabolic vulnerability. In men, abdominal fat increases conversion of testosterone into estrogen, further disrupting balance. When insulin resistance and liver fat are present, these hormonal shifts intensify. Hydration supports proper bile flow and detox processes. Even mild dehydration can worsen fatigue and digestive sluggishness. Small daily habits accumulate over time. Within a few weeks of reducing sugar and increasing protein intake, many people notice improved energy. Within a few months, measurable metabolic improvements can occur with consistent effort. After 40, health becomes intentional. Every meal, every night of sleep, every workout either supports or burdens your liver. You do not need perfection. You need consistency. The early signals, fatigue, brain fog, sugar cravings, bloating, stubborn belly fat, are not reasons for fear. They are invitations to adjust your habits. Your liver has worked tirelessly for decades without asking for attention. With thoughtful support, it can continue to function efficiently for many years to come. Prevention at 40 is far easier than treatment at 60. Your body is adaptable, resilient, and capable of recovery when given the right conditions. Take care of your metabolism, reduce unnecessary strain, build strength, prioritize sleep, and manage stress. When you support your liver consistently, you support your long-term energy, clarity, and vitality.